All right, Truski. How you what?
What up, though? How you what?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling the podcast. If you didn't know already,
How you what?
yeah,
That's tight. Yeah.
I'm trying to put Indianapolis on the map. You know,
Yeah,
that's the
for
whole
sure.
point of
Yeah.
the kind of the whole channel. But yeah, so we've done a lot of sessions, but I realize I don't really know like your story at all, or like really like in depth that
Right.
much. You know, because we always get to work when we're
Right.
in the
Right.
studio and stuff.
I'm not
So
really social. I really know how I'm doing this, but I'm trying to get back out my shell.
yeah, no, it's cool because you want your fans, you know, to see your personality and become a fan of you. You know, and
Mhm.
podcasts give you a good way to spread your message too.
Right.
Because even though it's in the music, sometimes you want to say it like direct, you know, let people know kind of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, but before we get into all that, let's just talk about like your backstory a little bit. Like, are you from Indianapolis?
Yep. Born and raised
Yeah.
East Side.
What was it like when you first started making music? Like, what's one of your first memories of music?
Um, Making music. Well, when I was little, I always used to like rap songs and stuff like that. Like, I used to jump on the bed and my cousins and siblings would like be the audience, and
Yeah.
I'd be like performing to them. But I think I recorded my first song. I think I was a freshman.
Really?
Yeah, I went to like this little camp, and they took us to the studio,
That's
and I
dope.
recorded my first
Where'd
song.
you go to high school?
Warren Central.
Warren Central.
Yeah.
You said it was at a camp,
Yeah, it was like a
like a
summer
summer
camp.
camp.
Yeah.
That's dope. They
Yep.
did music there.
Mhm.
That's
They had like
fire.
different programs, and I was in the music program because that's what I
Yeah.
was into. So.
Somebody else was
Yeah.
telling me how they have music production at their high school,
Yeah,
at like
like
North Central or something.
I was in like the choir at like the schools I went to. I went to private schools,
Yeah.
so that's really where like
You
the
say you're in
harmony.
choir?
I used to be
Yeah.
when I was younger.
Did you like that?
Probably not as much back then. Nah, I
Yeah.
like the music and all that, but yeah.
It's kind of different. You know, when you're an artist, you're more. It's like becoming like how boxing isn't a team sport. You
Mhm.
know, it's like a different thing.
Right.
It's like you get to really be yourself. You're not
Mhm.
just sight reading something somebody else wrote.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, what do you think when it comes to like songwriting and stuff? What do you, what's kind of like your style? Would you say? I'm gonna shut these doors too.
Um, my style. My style. You want me to keep going? Or?
Yeah, you're good. I just want to make sure nobody interrupts
Yeah.
this shit.
All right, my style. When I'm writing music,
Yeah.
I like to listen to the beat first. Like
You yeah.
yeah, like I hit up a producer, Playboy, or another producer I use a lot. Mook made it. He from
Yeah.
another state, but Playboy from that.
Yeah, shout out Playboy. I'm trying to get him on this pod too.
Yeah, for
We just
sure.
been in different cities, kind of.
Yeah, that's my go-to on the beats.
Yeah, he's one of the best to do
Yeah,
it.
but I like to listen to the beat first. I don't know. I feel like when I listen to the beat, that's when my lyrics come. Whatever I want to talk about or whatever. Like at the,
Yeah.
cause I'm like a soulful cadence type of artist. Like with the harmonizing and everything.
Do you think it like comes to you when you're writing? Like, do you ever get that feeling? That like you're that you're like an antenna. You know what I mean? A lot of
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It come natural. It come quick. Yeah. It don't. I don't really. I don't really get. What's it called? Writer's block. A
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. And I don't really get writer's block like that.
Why do you think that
Sometimes I
is?
do. I ain't gonna lie and say I never do or I never have, but it's not often.
What advice would you give to artists that do have writer's block?
Um, Me when I got writer's block, I try to turn my attention to something else. Like I might start on another song, and just get my mind flowing with a different flow, different rhythm. And then I come back, and maybe something popped up. Something I said in the other song might be a topic for this song or something
Yeah.
like that.
Like, don't force just
Yeah,
one
just
song.
free your mind. Yeah, free your
Yeah.
mind a little bit.
And I've
Yep.
I've heard you over different styles and stuff too, and that could probably help too. Switching
Yeah.
literally the different type beat.
Mhm.
You come at a whole different way.
Yep.
Yeah. So, where would you say you're at, like in your music career right now?
Right now, I say I'm in the stages where I kind of understand everything a little more, like the marketing, the business, pieces to the puzzle. Like everybody, like I used to just think, man, I'm tight. Like I could really rap. Like I got this, but like it's so much more to that. People don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speak on that because that's what I always try to stress is it's a
marketing,
business.
like marketing for real. Like that's probably the biggest
What do you even mean by marketing though? Because so many
promo.
people throw that
Like
word around.
playlists, pitching your music. You know, you put
Yeah.
me on game about some of that. Um, just I mean, you making all this music, you spending this money, you want people to hear it. Like so,
Yeah.
they not just gonna hear it because we think we tight or we think we, you know what I'm saying? We think we really got it like that. I mean, we gotta get it to them so they can hear it. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. Like, how they gonna hear it if we not?
Yeah, you have to get it to be
Yeah,
seen. Because like I always say, you can make the best song ever in the studio, but
right.
you gotta sell it, to get people to see it, especially
Yeah,
people outside of like your
yeah.
circle or
Get to
whatever.
buzzing. You know, be a demand.
Yeah.
Oh,
And being an artist, there's so much that goes into the marketing, like from like your image to like
man,
the way you post on social media.
people don't
There's a lot of different
understand that.
stuff.
People don't understand that. Like I try to tell people, like I know people look at me crazy when I'm like, I gotta pay for this, or I got a studio session, I gotta pay for this, I gotta, do a photo shoot, I need behind the scene cameraman. Like people don't
Right.
understand what all you gotta put into it as independent. And me, I'm not one of them people that's, you know what I mean, gonna play like I'm rich or whatever. I work. I work a 9 to 5. You feel me?
No, I feel that.
I'm a behavioral health associate, so I work to put behind this so I can do what I love. So
Which is really way harder because if you work
yeah.
40 hours a week or more, and then you have to hit the
And I'm
studio
in
on top of
school.
that, and
I'm
all.
in school too, so
Damn,
yeah,
I see. I didn't even know that.
yeah. I'm in school for psychology.
But that really is the grind, and there's so many smoke and mirrors in the industry where like
Mhm.
you don't realize how real that grind is. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's because it's not like,
It's for
oh, I
real.
spit a cool rap, now everything's handed to me,
Yeah,
because that
yeah.
moment will never come. You know what I mean?
You're gonna post it on your Instagram for the same 25 people on your feed to see it on their feed to like it over and over, which
Right.
is probably your family, your friends. That's not gonna get you.
And even if it does go viral, you still need the business set up so you
Yeah.
can capitalize on it. So it's not just like here today, gone tomorrow with
Right.
just
Right.
views.
Right.
But no, but
It's a lot. People don't understand that though. They think we just.
yeah, and a lot of artists don't realize like the money you do spend, if you treat it like a business, it's a tax write off.
Right.
The
I'm learning that
what you
too.
pay a cameraman, what you pay for studio time, any all those expenses.
Mhm.
If you keep track, even if you don't make $1, you could still make money back at the end of the year off your
Right.
taxes. And just being able to play that game and make sure you're collecting all the pennies like through royalties and all that,
Mhm.
so that even if you don't have a million streams, it still adds up because you're catching all the
Right.
pennies.
Right. I'm learning that too.
Yeah. Where, what level, what's like a milestone you would have to reach to where you like quit your job? Would you ever like
Mm,
quit your job? Be like, fuck y'all.
I
Fuck.
ain't gonna cap. Like I'm going to school to be a children's therapist. Like
Oh
that's something
yeah,
else that I got a passion for. So
that's dope.
I think I'm gonna still finish school. Like I might just be a children's therapist that does music. Like I might make
Yeah.
music for the kids to, get
Well,
them through therapy. I don't know. Like
no, but you probably see too,
I ain't gonna quit.
being like a songwriter with the music, it is like psychological,
Yeah.
like so
Mhm.
literally if you are like a therapist and you study how people think, you know what
Right.
I mean, and all
Right.
that, you
Yeah.
kind of understand emotions and stuff on a different level.
I just want to
That
tie
could
it
help you
all.
as an artist, yeah.
Yeah, I want to tie it all in together. That's kind of my
What's the story behind the children therapist?
shoot. I was just applying for jobs.
Really?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
needed a job. You feel me? So I applied, got the job, but I fell in love with it. Like once I started understanding, like I'm really helping these kids. Like I'm teaching them. I fell in love with my job, and I get a lot of praise at work too, cause I put a lot into it. It's not just a job for me. I really love it. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
I don't love it
could
as
imagine.
much as I don't know music and everything, but
Was even with the music, you can the biggest like compliment an artist gets is when a random person's like, "Oh, you saved my life through your music,"
mhm.
or whatever. Which really
Yeah,
that amount of helping people, that's the same as a therapist.
I've
'Cause
been told that before.
yeah,
Yeah,
by like a kid and stuff.
nah, by somebody that just was on Instagram.
Oh
They just
yeah,
told me that.
no, but that's
Yeah.
what they kind of say is the highest compliment because the money doesn't really hold like value like
Mhm.
that. Obviously it's nice to be able to make a living off of it, but to know that you're really impacting like other
Right.
people's lives
Right.
is dope, and
Right.
that's what'll keep you going when when the money's here, gone, or whatever.
Mhm.
You won't stop just because you reached fucking 10K or something.
Right. Right. For
Yeah.
sure.
No, that's
Money
tough.
definitely not the. Nah.
Do you do that in Indianapolis?
Mhm. Yep.
Do you what do you see? Obviously, this is like you're not like mayor or something, but I'm saying like, what do you see in the city that could really help like the youth?
um, like give backs and stuff like that.
I'm just saying in general, like you
But
know
yeah, like give backs,
whatever you
like
see
we
that
need
should change.
really like some youth centers and stuff like that, like how it used to be. We used to have a couple back in the days, but like some youth centers. I see a few give backs. I'm not gonna say we don't throw like give backs and stuff. I just did one, last week. Yeah, the weekend, Sunday. I just did one. So stuff like that, just more people getting involved, talking to the kids, like different different dudes. Like you got a lot of street dudes who change their lives. You know what I'm saying? Talk to these kids and, let them know, like, that ain't that's not really the way, they should be going. They shouldn't go that way.
Right.
So, I feel like if more leaders in the city, like dudes that's really been in the streets, that's really served prison time and stuff like that, will talk to these young boys and stuff like. And then, like, women that's had babies young and, been through
Yeah.
real trauma in life, if they talk to these young girls, I feel like that'll play,
Yeah, and
have a huge
being
impact
being
on the
able
city.
to be honest is huge too because even with that, a
Hmm.
lot of it's smoke and mirrors. If you just see somebody flashy, you
Right.
don't realize the actual like
The
pain or something they go through.
sacrifices,
Yeah,
yeah, they go through a lot.
the bad side of the story, or
Hmm.
whatever. Because
A
it's
lot
not
of them say
everything's
it
not
ain't
easy.
worth it. I'm not in the streets. I never been in the streets or nothing like that. But I know a lot of street dudes, and I got a lot of family members. You know what I'm saying? And most of them say it's not worth it. So if they would talk to these young boys and let them know, like, hey, don't
Yeah.
listen to these rappers and
No, that's
all
facts.
that, bro.
And from literally what I've seen, like my personal experiences too, if you're good at selling weed, you can start a business. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
You could run a
Yeah.
legal business that makes you billions of dollars where weed will never make you $1 billion. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you get that big, you're probably going to die or go to jail. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if you're a million, maybe, I mean,
Mhm.
people might be able to pull that, but I'm just saying the longevity in the real bag isn't in like selling weed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Which I feel like there's so many smoke and mirrors though. Just
And these
because
kids smart.
yeah,
So
because now you can start the business on your phone.
yeah, it's a lot you can do for real.
Yeah. All
Yep.
right. So, what was the give back you were just saying? What was that like?
Oh yeah, I did my first event under my brand, Not a Perfect Christian. We did free haircuts, lock retwists, braids, and hats and gloves giveaway.
That's
And
dope.
we brought the horses out, let the kids ride the horses, they had
Where'd
fun.
you do this at?
Off Arlington at a barbershop.
That's fire.
Yep. Morris Cuts, he fire. He fire.
That's
Y'all
dope.
should book with Morris Cuts. He fire. But yeah, we put that together. Just networking with people, networking, coming together for
Yeah.
some good.
Are you planning to do more of them?
Yeah, I
Like,
want
as
to
it
do a
gets to
lot
winter
more.
time and
Yeah,
stuff?
I'm just getting started. I ain't going.
No, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm just getting started for real.
So, like you say, your brand is called Not a Perfect Christian.
Mhm.
Obviously, that holds a lot of weight just in that saying. So go into
Yeah.
that of like what that even means.
Not a perfect Christian. Um, it's basically me. That's how I like to look at it. First of all, I mean, I live a lifestyle that's frowned upon, obviously. And then I got a kid, so it's kind of confusing to people sometimes, So I just consider myself, I mean, I'm a person that's been through a lot of trauma, all that. Um, I've had my fair share of bad things I've done. So I'm just not perfect, but I still got my faith in my relationship. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? With who I believe in. And that's just how I feel. Like I'm not a perfect Christian. Like I'm trying to get, to a certain level, but I'm not perfect. I'm having some, but I'm getting there. I got my
I think
relationship.
that's real too. No
Yeah, I stay
matter,
prayed up
yeah,
for sure. I stay prayed up.
and no matter what, in whatever way the person's not perfect, I feel like people can relate to that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
even just in Christianity, it says like humans aren't perfect.
right,
You shouldn't be acting like you're
right.
like
You got
everything's
your people that
perfect.
they
Yeah.
feel like they. I ain't gonna say too much, but yeah,
No, I know what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah. So when you say like that relationship, is that something like you always had, or did you have like a moment, where you found
It
that like
kind
for
of is.
yourself,
Like I
kind of?
said, I went to private schools, so I was taught it. My mother's a Christian. I was taught it in the home. We went to church and all that. I was in private schools, did the gospel choir and all that stuff. But like that didn't make me believe. My
Right.
own experiences and things that I been through and like really just praying for strength and different things and being granted to have a different mindset, change my mental, all that. Like it's just I don't know.
Like
We
you
just
can
locked
hear
in.
it, but
Yeah,
once you
I'm
like
locked
feel it,
in.
it's
Yeah, you
different.
can
Yeah.
feel it. You can everything. Like I'm locked in.
No, that's
That's
dope.
just
And it's cool just to even speak about, just because it's weird how that
I
gets
don't
like
care.
such a tonation,
I
like
don't care.
Christian rap, Christian rock,
Yeah,
or
I don't
whatever.
care. That's one thing I'm never gonna care about. Like, everybody believe in what they believe in, but I'm never gonna care about that. I
Bruh.
stand on that.
And it's cool,
But
like just in the name of the brand, like it shows that kind of you found it like on your own. It's not
right.
like the version, you know, the church exactly teaches or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Where it's like, oh,
Then
it's a
like
guy in the sky or something.
the lifestyle I live, people like how you believe in and you like this and you like girls and you doing this and doing that. I can't explain my life. I go with the flow of my life. I didn't choose, certain things and I don't know. It's just
I
it's
never understood that either. I
yeah. I
mean, like
don't.
obviously
So
we don't have to go way into it, but like I
I
never
can't love
understood that.
God because I love a girl. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
and
really
like
get too much.
the hate that comes with it, it's like the main thing is don't hate people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
That's
know what I'm
literally
saying?
what the
Love,
main
love.
thing
We supposed
was.
to love each other, y'all.
Yeah,
Like,
it
dang.
is wild, but but yeah, but that's dope. So, and I know already that had an impact on your music because it wasn't always like that. You had
Yeah,
you had
yeah.
kind of the regular rapper ever. Then you had your moment where then you chose kind of to stand for something in the
Yeah,
music and everything.
yeah, definitely. And I think that a lot of that plays a part with my son, my mother, and my job, the kids I work with.
Mm,
I'll be like, dang, like I can't let my mom hear me talking about, doing XYZ to this girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just strange. Like my son, like I don't want to be riding and my son want to hear my music and I'm talking about this or that. Or if the kids like, you really do music? And I'm like,
right.
I can't even play them nothing to show like
Yeah, you
that.
don't want to like
Yeah,
send some
like
crazy shit.
yeah. I don't know. That's not the character that I want to portray to the world.
Right. But it
Yeah.
still is real though because it's not like it's not like your new rap is like what's on like Christian music radio,
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
like almost like corny or whatever.
Yeah. I'm
Really,
still
you're
yeah.
just saying like your real experiences, which is
Exactly.
like as real as you
Exactly.
can
I
get, in
just
my
might
opinion.
throw, a little bit about this in there, Christian. A little, I wouldn't even really call all of it Christian rap.
I wouldn't call it that
Yeah,
personally
it's
from
just kind
hearing
of
it
like
and stuff.
it's just kind of like
It's
substance. I'm
positive.
just yeah,
Yeah.
it's positive, motivational. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I
That's
wouldn't necessarily.
it's
It's
weird you
kind of
even
like
have
its
to
own
label it.
little. Yeah, it's
Isn't
kind
it
of
weird you have like if you make positive music, you
yeah,
got to label it something
yeah,
different? Like that's crazy.
yeah.
They call it progressive rap. That's what I've heard it called recently.
Progressive.
Is like when you're putting like a positive spin to it.
I never heard of that. I heard of substance
Something.
rap. Yeah,
No, that's
that's
dope.
tight though.
But I feel like it's good because even as an engineer, like I realize if I spend 12 hours during the day recording like drill shit, which like I mean
Yeah,
obviously I fuck with everything,
exactly.
but my vibe at the end of the day will be different than
Mhm.
if like somebody's having like a real sort of positive session that's like more fun or something.
Yeah.
Like I won't be like it affects you in a
It's
way.
definitely different. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I found my lane, my wave. You know what I'm saying? And it's me. Like I'm not faking. Like this is really like I said I did the choir music. I was doing a lot with
Yeah.
the music. So
So what what would you say as an artist that you stand for?
true, being true.
Where does that
That's
even
my other
where
brand.
does the name come
That's
from?
my other brand.
Yeah.
That's my first brand. It's called The Real Unique Empire. And I just named that like I feel like my life is just unique. Like I don't know, just a unique lifestyle. Um The Real Unique Empire, true. I got it tatted. That's my first brand. I did my web series under that brand. But true, that's what I feel like artist is. That's what I stand for as an artist, being true, true to
Yeah.
yourself. Like I'm me. I'm gonna be me. I can't be nobody else. Like I'm always gonna be me.
Yeah. And that's good to
Just true to
understand
me.
that too because you like we were talking about branding and stuff.
Mhm.
If you have to put on a show every time, I mean, and act
Yeah.
like you're somebody else, that
Right.
shit's hard work.
Right.
But if you're being yourself, then you're actually being different because nobody else can be you the way you're being you. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But really, that's the
That's
best brand.
why I don't understand the logic. Like be you. You never know who gonna just
Right.
naturally be you.
And nowadays, you don't even need your song on the radio to make a full time
Yeah.
living
Get
or
on
change your
TikTok.
life. You
Put
know
it
what I'm
on
saying?
TikTok. Put it on. Yeah.
What do you think about content though? Because a lot of artists hate that grind. They want to make the music and have fun doing it, but that tedious grind of
Yeah.
posting
I used to
schedule.
be. I'm kind of trying to get out of that, cause I'm really anti. Like I'm really not like a. I don't care about like followers and I ain't gonna say I don't care about fans, cause I mean if I put it out there I want people to hear it, but I don't care about followers and stuff like that. So And then I be kind of shutting down. I don't know if I got anxiety for real or what, but like I'm not really. I don't like attention. It's kind of crazy to say I'm an artist. I film. I do this. I do that. But I really don't like attention. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird. I don't
No, I
know.
noticed it too. Like you're chill,
Yeah, I
like
be
in your
deleting
demeanor.
stuff.
So
I would delete a page with 5K followers, 10K followers starting off. I don't. I've deleted so many Instagrams and stuff. Like I don't know.
yeah, but it's good. It's good to do that too, because being humble like that means you're not just
Yeah.
doing something crazy out of pocket, yeah, out of your brand or whatever, to
Right.
like get clout for
Right.
today when really, you're building it for a long
Mhm.
time. Yeah. So if you had to, I asked this on the little E one, we were talking about how Rick wrote a letter to his sons, and I asked E kind of if he had to like leave a message for his kid, what sort of would you say in that?
To my son.
Yeah.
Oh, if I had to like leave him and leave a letter,
Yeah, yeah, I'm saying like yeah, if you had to like leave a message, you know what I mean?
I would just tell my son to just be a leader. Like be a leader. Stay true to you. Stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? Be a stand up guy. Um Remember the things that I taught you. You know what I'm saying? Always be knowledgeable and always be able to receive information. Don't think you know it all. You know what I'm saying? And just I would tell my son to apply himself, chase your dreams, live life to the fullest, for sure. But again, stay prayed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
And
dope.
treat people, you know what I'm saying? Treat people good. It's important. I always teach my son not to be a bully
Yeah.
and things like that. Like treat people good. Like when you get a girl, when you get a lady, treat her. You know what I'm saying? Treat her
Yeah.
good. That's the type of stuff I teach my
It's good to
son.
be a
Like,
good person,
yeah, be a gentleman. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's real. And I feel like like even though, like it's like a letter for your son or whatever, really that advice is just pure advice. You know what
Yeah,
I mean,
for
for
sure.
everybody.
Real
But
spell.
that's dope. So kind of on the same tip, like you're saying, you've been through like hard times and stuff. What advice would you give to somebody that like knows they gotta like keep doing the right thing, but it's one of those like hard days. Like it's like they don't want to get up type shit. They don't want to get to it.
Man,
Everything feels hopeless.
it's
What
kind of
advice do you
crazy
give?
that you said that, cause believe it or not, like I had that a week like that last week actually.
Yeah.
Like I was behind on my homework. You know, I got injured at work. I hurt my knee or whatever. So I don't know. When I'm not at work, I feel kind of low. So I don't know. It was a rough week, but I had to keep telling myself like you gotta get it. Like you gotta get up. You gotta get it done. It has to get done. Like you
Yeah.
gotta go. You just got to push yourself. Like I really had to pull myself. Actually, I'm still pulling myself out of that funk right now. Like so, I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm just going. That's why I was like, let me go do the podcast. Let me get up. Let me get out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like yeah.
But no, but that's real. Especially when if you dwell in that state,
Yeah, you
then
can't
it just
live
feels
in it.
worse
You
too, because
gotta,
you're not getting
whew,
anything done. It just piles up.
you gotta get up for sure.
But
Get
no,
up.
that's real. And burnout is real too. Even like with engineering, like obviously engineering's a dope job,
Yeah.
but once you do anything like 16 hours a day,
Mhm.
that burnout sets in, where you're like, man, like
For
what am I
sure.
doing? You know what I mean? And
For
and
sure.
it just makes you not want to do shit. And especially
Definitely.
as an artist, like we said, if you're working 40 hours doing
Mhm.
school, like
Working,
making sure
school,
your school is
being a
good,
parent, being.
to be able to write and make the music is one thing, but then to be able like to sell the music and do the
Mhm.
content and do the videos, is literally like that's like 5 full-time jobs. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Nah, for real. It is.
And
It's a
stressful.
lot, man. It's really a lot, but it's manageable. I mean, we
Yeah.
do it. So.
Yeah, and the more you stay at it, that's when
Yeah.
stuff starts sort of paying off. You see the effort isn't it's not for
Mhm.
waste. If you were just sitting at home all day, that would be more of a waste than
Right.
like you know exerting yourself, whatever.
For sure.
But no,
Definitely.
that's dope. So you mentioned the web series. What is that? Because I don't even know too much about
The
that.
web series. I did a web series. I think 2019, 2018, 2019. Pressure the web series. We won the Midwest League. I don't know. It was big in the city for a little minute. It was now I ain't gonna say kind of. It was big in the city. You know what I'm saying? We had
Explain
millions.
it though.
We had
What is it?
millions of views. It's like a show, like a you watch Power and shit like
Yeah.
that. It's like that, but it's Naptown. Like I had people in Nap. Like we acted it out. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
I had Naptown music in it. Just all Nap music, all Nap people. We just did
Where
our
can
thing.
people find it?
It's on YouTube.
What's the name?
You could type in Pressure the web series, or you could type in Flood the Streets Films. Yep, that's where you can find it at. It's still on
That's
there.
dope. That's exciting
Yeah, it went
doing
up.
movie shit too. Like that's something people always talk about,
Mhm.
but to actually get it done, you know, and
Right.
be
Yeah.
and like see that's fire because
I
that
hear a
that
lot
that
of people
itself
talking
takes a
about it,
ton of
but
work.
it
Like to
it
film a
definitely
show or
does.
something,
Yeah.
it's even to film this podcast.
Yeah.
Like you see, we got a lot of things going on right now. You know,
Especially when you got anxiety like me.
yeah, and
But
to get 20 people or something
the web
together is
series is
crazy.
hard. I think the hardest part for me, what people don't even know, is like the directing. It was easy, casting it easy, filming it easy. It's talking to people,
Mm,
talking to so many people. I was behind it the
managing.
whole thing, yes. So I had to talk to everybody. Like I literally was the coordinator of it all. So
Did you write it?
yeah, it's my yeah.
That's
I
fire.
wrote
See, I
it.
didn't even know that. That's
I
crazy.
wrote it, co-directed, starred in it. Yeah,
What's
all
the
that.
storyline? What's like a give us like a trailer.
Man, I haven't watched it in so long. I think I only seen it once. Honestly, I watched it before we uploaded it. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't like to like keep watching old
Then
stuff.
it makes you think or something
Yeah,
too much. Yeah.
but I think it was about the first one. They got robbed or something. Like the trap house got robbed, and then a chick got killed, and they was seeking revenge. I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I can't really remember. That's crazy.
Have you been writing new stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm working on something right now. Yeah, I'm working on something right
I'm
now.
working on a movie too
Oh
right
yeah?
now. It's all gonna be based at the studio. I'm gonna just say it because hopefully I'm gonna post it to this
Yeah,
channel eventually.
yeah.
But hopefully nobody steals my fucking idea. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
for real.
I'm
Don't
just kidding.
don't
But I'm just kidding.
steal.
But no, it's all about. It's sort of like The Wash. You remember that movie with
Mhm.
like Snoop
With
Dogg and
Snoop.
Dre?
Yeah.
So basically, a disgruntled rapper comes in, holds the engineer hostage because he needs to get his whole tape done in a night. You know what I mean? Because either like some people are after him or he's about to like go away or,
Yeah.
you know some shit's going on where like he needs to get his whole shit done.
Mm.
So basically, he like holds an engineer hostage overnight. The engineer, they go through like a whole bunch of stuff. You get a bunch of different artists, the different like types of artists
Mhm.
involved.
Yeah.
Like kind of like I have a bunch of characters kind of written out for it based on like artists I be seeing low key. But
That's cool
yeah,
though.
and
That's
then you have the
different.
engineer. He starts to fuck with him by the end. He kind
Mhm.
of sees like, all right, bet, like I see, like you're doing it for a
Yeah,
decent
yeah,
rate,
yeah.
whatever. And then it still gets released to like 0 strings or some shit. at
That's
the end.
cool though.
Just like
That's
some like
that
independent
sound
artist shit.
different. That sound like something for the smokers that you get high and
Yeah,
watch. I don't know. But yeah, that sound different.
yeah.
That's good though. That's tight.
But it's a hard process. So I feel like a lot of people like get that idea of like, oh, this would be a dope movie, but like I don't have like even like a script done. Or
It takes a
anything like
lot,
that.
man. People don't understand. Yeah, it takes a lot. Everybody always be like, when you shooting the next? When you shooting the next? It's a lot. But I mean, some of it, a lot of it just come natural for me. Like I said, the hardest part for me is the talk, the communicating with everybody. Then I'm a business person, so I don't like when people don't communicate properly. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it just be a lot.
it's hard to get people to show up sometimes
Yeah,
too when everybody has
I dealt
conflicting
with a lot of
schedules.
that. Like we on set, the person supposed to come, then show up.
Yeah,
I
but
dealt
no,
with a lot of that.
that's tight though.
Yeah.
Would you make your films different now that you had the brand change?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes and no. I would do both. Like the next project I'm doing is like under this brand, so it's more, you know, it, it's
yeah,
more it goes with that. And then, but I'm still like I still have a fan base though from that web series, and I know what they want. Like when
yeah.
you have a certain audience, you have to target that audience. Like I know what they want, so I probably will do one more or probably a season or something we working on of that type of project.
That's fire.
Just to feed them or whatever. But really over here.
No, that's exciting, really, especially in today's world where literally right now,
Mhm.
all the writers have been on strike for almost a year. Where like they're not even making new content, so those
Yeah.
studios and shit are scrolling through YouTube trying to find an independent person that literally could fill the shoes of some bigger content, or Tubi
That's
or
cool.
whatever.
I gotta tap back into. I be back and forth when I'm focused on the music a little bit. I be kind of focused. I be there, focused on the music. Then once I get a couple songs out or something, which I just now learning the marketing and stuff. So I'm putting out songs all this time for nothing really. I'm just be honest all this time. But
What do you mean by that?
like, cause I feel like if you're not gonna market the music and you don't have a fan base, like me, I don't have a fan base like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I
Right.
never stayed consistent and I never marketed anything. I just, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I'm building. You know what I'm saying? I understand what I gotta do. I just really gotta get seen and heard. That's really.
Yeah,
But
but no,
yeah,
but that is super important because just posting it to Spotify is not
yeah,
enough,
yeah. That's
because
not.
it's
Yeah,
not.
nobody
It'll get
knows you, so
lost.
they're not gonna search your name and they
Yeah,
don't know you.
exactly.
Like you.
And 100 million people upload that
Yeah.
song probably every day. But no,
For sure.
but that I feel like that is super important, and it's probably a lot of artists that watch this. So,
Mhm.
what advice do you give to a Naptown artist that they know they got the heat music, but they don't know exactly what to do with it to make their dreams come true? What advice would
Naptown
you give?
artists. First of all, I would say like I know people say you can't make it big really till you got your city behind you. I believe that in a sense, but then I kind of don't. I feel like when you say that to an artist, you kind of put them in a box to please Naptown. When your style of music might be for a whole different part of the world. You know what I'm saying? They might like you East
Yeah,
Coast. What you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like you should target just Naptown. Like market. Market your music so you can get heard by people who don't know you. Cause I learned that like
that's a real
strangers,
fan.
yeah, strangers are gonna support you more. They really don't know you, so they're not liking your cause you their cousin or you their friend or they feel
Yeah,
like is she gonna be mad if I don't like this? Nah, they really like the craft.
they're not just saying that's
Yeah,
hard. You know what I mean? Like, cause I hear
yeah.
that all the time where it's like the friend saying that,
Exactly.
but
That's hard. That's
they're
hard.
not
Like
about to fight over like some shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, so I say target people outside your city. That's my advice. That's what I would. That's what I wish I would have did.
Yeah,
But
no, I
yeah.
think it's solid. And it's never too late too, and there's so many different ways now to do that.
Mhm.
Whether it's like if you're paid to open a show, don't do that in your own city. Go to
Yeah.
the next big city, and
Exactly. Build
find new
your fan
people.
base, cause them the people
Yeah,
that's gonna wanna.
and
Yeah.
it's a balance because if people in your city don't see those random people fucking with you, or
Mhm.
like you growing a
Then
larger
they gonna hop
audience.
on. I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
you,
it
watch,
goes
watch,
that
watch.
way.
Like you know how hard Lil E is as a
Mhm.
rapper. Like yeah, the city's, the city support or whatever, this and that. But if he was to all the people that say they don't like him or whatever, they would be like, I knew he was going. I knew,
Oh
that's just
yeah,
how. Yeah, it's kind of like that in Naptown. I don't know.
yeah, and it's so hard to get that
It's
initial
kind of
fan
weird.
base because if you aren't like one of those like top 3 or 4, because there's really not that many. Like, there's not a central fan base in Indianapolis,
Right.
where you can point to like, oh, that's what everybody in Indianapolis even likes. Because really, there
Yeah,
hasn't
Naptown
been
like a
like the
lot of.
one artist to make it
Yeah.
international success where people are like, oh, that's the sound of it.
Mhm.
It's like
Then
so.
we like a lot of artists from different places. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I
Yeah,
don't know. I feel like Nap. We like different music. I don't feel like it's just everybody like one type of. Nah.
yeah. Especially
But
right
it's
now,
so
there's
much talent
influences.
here. That's the craziest part. Like, I'm a Naptown baby for real. Like, I will play local music over anything. Like, people be like,
Who you listen to?
on my playlist,
Yeah,
what's on my Naptown playlist? I
yeah.
got a Naptown playlist in my phone right now. On my Naptown playlist, I got some Lil E on there, Debo,
Shout out
Playboy the
Debo.
Great, um,
I saw he just
Jster.
dropped a new song too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Playboy. Yep, Jster, Roski,
Yeah.
Drama Bucks aplenty. Who else I be listening to? Rich Ties, CB the Problem. Hold on, I could keep going.
No,
Lil
that's dope.
Billy.
Yeah.
I got some Lil Billy on there. One of my favorite artists. I don't even know if he still. I think he still be making music, but Joker Slaughter Boy. Like that's one of my favorite Naptown artists. I could go that Naptown music. I got some Sticks and Fatty on there.
Hell yeah.
Uh, that Chains On. That's my favorite song by them. That
Yeah.
that that yeah. That's my favorite song by them.
Yeah, their collabs are
That song
fun.
slept on.
No, that's
Jay
dope. That's a whole
Hayes,
list. Yeah.
females. Jay Hayes.
Yeah.
I
She
think
was
I
just in here last
yeah.
night.
Yep.
That's dope.
Her. What
Yeah.
yeah, I got some.
I mean,
I
that's a
don't know.
huge that's
My
a big
plate, my
list.
list.
I believe you,
Yeah,
you know
I
what I mean?
listen to Naptown music for real. No, I can
Yeah.
name you, rap you so many. Boona, it go all the way back to Boona. Uh, shoot, a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, that's
I
dope.
love Naptown music
And I
for
feel like
sure.
that's good to shine the light even on those names because somebody listening to this, they might know like Lil E and Debo, but they might not
Yeah,
know some of the other names
yeah,
you
and a lot of
mentioned.
the other artists are slept on when they really hard. Like they really just, they up there. I can't cap.
And
Like,
I meant to say Mob Family too, not Lil E.
oh
It's
yeah,
Mob
yeah, yeah,
Family. Yeah,
yeah, my family.
for sure.
But yeah, so I think that's another thing. Like some of these newer artists, the city kind of don't give them a chance. That's my opinion. I feel like they
Yeah.
got they mindset on certain artists they want to listen to, which is cool, But if they get these new artists, cause it's a lot, it's fire.
Have you heard of Midwest?
Mm-mm.
He's a Nap artist. I feel like a lot of people in the city don't really know about him yet, but
Mhm.
he's been getting online traction with like that new wave, almost like Yeet sound. You know what
Okay.
I mean? The people in
Midwest.
that lane
You
are
said
gonna be like, it's
Midwest.
not. Yeah,
He from that?
yeah. He's
Okay. I'm gonna
yeah.
have to
It's like
check it out.
Midwest with an X or something. But he's hard as fuck.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah. But no, I think that's important. And then you've done shows in the Nap too, right?
Yeah.
Where where like kind of the different places you perform?
Um, the Emerson Theater, strip clubs.
Yeah.
Uh, probably all the strip clubs. That's way back when they used to have the little showcases at like PPE and stuff like that. Like I
Yeah.
used to win. I used to win them a lot. But strip clubs.
What's your favorite type of venue to perform in?
I did like the strip
The
clubs. I ain't gonna
shows.
cap. But
Yeah.
with where I'm going with my music now, that's probably not the right place to be. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus hung with prostitutes. You know what I mean? They need the message too.
Nah, for sure. But it
Yeah.
don't matter really. I
Yeah.
really
Well,
don't
and
care.
what's cool about the lane you're getting into, I know of artists that go on like whole church tours. You know, where
Yeah, I
like
would do that.
and they're
On
mega
me.
churches
Yeah.
and not like mega
Yeah.
churches
And I'm
they're,
and
like
I'm not
they're
saying I
giant
just go
ones
to
you can go
church.
to.
I haven't been to church in a while. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get up here and say I haven't been to church in a while. But I would definitely do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's where I come from though.
Right. And it's not
For
about like just one. It's really just about getting on those
yeah, tour
circuits. You
and
know, like getting
get them to hear the music.
yeah.
Yeah, I would
And the
love to
message you're
do that.
spreading will
If I
hit. You
could
know.
get on a tour, I like Caleb Gordon. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's a
Nah.
Christian rapper. Fire, fire. If I could get on a tour with him just to like open up or something like that, like open up with one of these new Christian rappers that's going crazy. Ah
Yeah.
man, Caleb Gordon. If you see this, if you ever get to see this, I want to open up for you. You need me. The music's fire. You need me.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
You should hit her up. You know
For
what I mean?
real
Do
though,
it.
it's destined. Come on,
Yeah. Well, shit. What's his name?
Caleb Gordon.
I don't mean to keep cussing
He
either. It's just
yeah,
natural.
he fire. Yeah, Caleb Gordon. He's fire. Me and my son be listening to him. Like,
All right, because I realized with these podcasts, reacting to videos is a good way to get views on the clips.
yeah, for real.
So what's the song?
Type in
Well, is there one? Is there one you haven't heard?
Your word, my mind. Type that in. Either that or the West Orlando Flood are my favorites. But yeah, this is hard.
Powerful than you, making your thing happen, really going for it, doing business on your terms.
Yeah, Caleb Fire. Check it out.
We'll have it pop up too. Caleb Gordon.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't lie, took a little while to get my head right. I was running
Turn it
straight
up.
track on my mind every night. Can't believe I made it back. Some people don't make it back. Can't believe I made it back. Some people don't make it
Sounds
back.
good.
Now we where we left off. Checklist checked off.
It's vibey. You know, it's more of a vibe than the other
Yeah,
stuff I've
it
heard.
don't even sound like Christian rap, but when you listen to it though,
I was really off the wall. I was really off the rails. I was really Tony Hawk. Demons tack, I'm standing tall.
Bars.
Like I'm Chris Bars.
I know that you played it.
Can't believe you did it all for me. Please show me where you want me to be. I can sit up in your presence forever. Every day feel like a lesson. I get better.
You can tell the vibe is like good.
yeah, Caleb is he really a rock star.
Where's he
tight.
from? Do you know?
I think Florida.
Florida.
If I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, Caleb,
Is
my
he
bad.
super big? Like, is he super big?
He getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he
God can make a way.
trust me, I ain't had time. Now I got some time today. Demons try to get
It's
out of
hard.
line. We gonna line them up today. Yeah, he be talking.
I got a fresh fade in the word.
Early morning, it's gonna be a blessed day.
Worship that stay in rotation. Kurt Franklin by today. Long as I'm the light, you will never take my light away. Jesus see my forces, you will never take my hide away. Jesus see my forces, you will never take
I
my
could sit
hide
up in
away.
your presence forever. Yeah, he dope, man. For real.
That's hard.
I need to be on tour with you, Caleb.
Yeah.
I'm manifest this.
No, for sure. That hook is fire too. You should remix.
Yeah.
You should remix one of his songs. You know
I
what I mean?
shouldn't
I've seen
I
that
got
happen.
I got a fire sample coming out. On
What's the name of that song called?
this one?
Yeah.
Your word, my
Your
my
word, my
mind.
mind. I get that's a high. I like that one. We usually
Yeah.
rate them. You know what I mean? Like 1 out of 10. What would you give that one?
1 out of 10.
10.
1 out of 10. 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
No, it sounds good. He
If
had
you
a lot
listen
of
to what he's
punchlines.
saying, like I put my
Yeah.
son on Caleb Gordon and we listen. Like he's speaking. Like, yeah.
That's dope.
I rock with him. Definitely.
Upcoming tour. Get Truski on there.
Yeah, for sure. Caleb, we gotta go crazy.
Yeah. No, that's dope though. I saw Lecrae in concert a couple weeks ago.
Fire too. They was
Yeah.
on tour together, I think,
Really?
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. They might
That's
got a
dope.
song together too.
No, that's dope. Knowing it's kind of what we're saying about marketing too. Knowing that, like, being able to narrow down your target audience,
Mhm.
you know, as much as you can, really helps when you're like a business and
Definitely,
trying to do marketing.
definitely.
Yeah.
I just pitched a song and I was like Christian, or I was trying on. Yeah.
No, you should. And really, what I was saying too about targeting playlists, you
Mhm.
should go to his Spotify, look at his discovered on section where it tells you what playlist he was discovered on,
Okay.
you know, and find those independently curated ones and make a whole list, you know, of your, because that'll really reach your target fans. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
Because it's
sure.
like a similar sound, similar vibe, similar message.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tap in. Definitely.
Because all the things on Instagram, you know, where it's like pay me $50 for Spotify placement, those are all scams.
Yeah.
Just so
It
people out
sounds
there
like
know.
it. Yeah.
Have you
Nah,
seen the other scams, like the emails?
It's a
that-
lot. Like I don't believe in all the buying fake followers and cause like, how you gonna get paid off that? They fake.
I
Ain't the
know.
goal to like make a fan base for real so you
Right.
can
And
support
it could delete your whole account
Yeah,
if you
that's
get too
crazy to
many.
me.
So
I don't understand that. Like, why you want fake? I want people to really like my music. Like, I want to know somebody
Yeah.
real, a real person, listened and
Yeah.
like.
or at the very least, at least have a plan to use that fake clout to make real money. You know what I mean? But like, don't
Yeah.
just get the followers and act bougie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I've seen that
yeah,
a lot too,
yeah.
where it just doesn't
People
make
don't
sense.
do. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing it at all.
Yeah, no, it's good to be organic, and then you really know where
Yeah.
you're at too. Then you're not
Yeah.
wasting $100
Mhm.
on promo for every piece of content just to hold this bullshit image.
Right.
You know, and I've seen artists in the city. I'm not gonna name drop them, even though I probably should. They know who they are. Their hearts beating right now. You know what I'm saying? But they be scamming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They be acting like it's more than what it is. They be charging more than what they should, and then they don't even
Tripping.
come through on some stuff. You know, it's because
Snapchat
it's
for me,
not
man.
coming from the real sources. You know, they're not. The streaming isn't paying like their bills. You know what I mean? Because they're having to do so much other stuff.
Yeah, I needed to pay some of
to
these
fake it.
bills. I ain't gonna cap. I can't be faking and for no clout. I don't do it for no clout. I could care less about that.
Right.
Like that's the least.
Yeah, and even to know without having 1 million followers, to have people hit you up saying, you know, that you changed their life. and
Yeah,
stuff,
that's enough for
huge.
me. That's what people don't understand. It make me feel good because really, I make my music really just because I love to do it. It's probably something I'm never going to stop doing no matter what's going on in my life. I could be broke. I can be homeless, whatever. I'm going to find a way to make some music. Like, I can't live with, I don't think I could live without, you know what I'm saying, not making music. I have to do it. Like, I
Yeah.
have to record. I can go months and then I'll be like, I'm having withdrawals. It's
How
like
old
a
were
drug.
you when you said you started recording? It was high school?
That's when I recorded the first song. But like I used to try to record on the tape, like when I was little, like when I was at home and
Like
stuff.
actual tape recorders?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the tape. Put the tape in the
Yeah.
radio. I used to try to record like that, but
I remember doing that too. I remember my brother was rapping like into one of those old ass radios, you know, that
Yeah,
you could do that.
yeah,
He was remixing a Ludacris song or something, and I was like, man, I gotta help him make it. He's about to put us on. You know what I
nah,
mean?
for real.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's like one
how
of my
I felt.
earliest
I used to,
engineer
yeah,
memories.
that's how I felt. And then when
Yeah.
it was the summer before my freshman year of high school when I went to that camp. They took us to an actual studio. That was my first time being in an actual studio. I thought that was tight.
That's dope. And they let you record.
Mhm.
That's fine.
Yep. And then I kind of really been recording ever since.
So you
like,
still got the
literally.
song?
Right, nah, I don't know where that song at. I don't know where that song at.
That you can make that an NFT, you know, once you make it. Make that like the exclusive one
Nah,
of one
for
or
sure.
something.
I don't know where that's at though, for real. I done had so many emails and stuff since then. That was
How many songs total do you think you've made since
woo. Hundreds. No cap. Like I got so many songs. I got songs that I can't even remember. Hundreds.
then? Yeah.
For sure.
Like different eras almost,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I was doing the harmonizing stuff like before I heard of Dage Loaf, any of that. Like I've been doing that. I could play some songs on SoundCloud. Like I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really, yeah, I've been doing the music for grip. I got a lot of songs. For sure.
No, that's fire.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to make your own beats or anything?
Nah, I never really thought about that. Me, I'm a
Yeah.
person that's like
You don't need a 10th
I
full-time
stay in my
job,
lane.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I stay in my lane. That's not really my interest. I probably could make
Yeah.
a fire beat if I tried, like, but that's not really.
It's
I would
different,
do it
like
for
sitting
the-
at the computer and stuff.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
quite as fun.
Yeah,
Like it slows the creativity a little
Nah,
bit.
and people like, why don't you put a studio in your crib? I don't want to be an engineer. Like,
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
to actually get to enjoy going to a studio, working with the engineer. You know what I'm saying? I like the feel of that atmosphere.
yeah. No, I feel that. And even if you do have a home studio, usually they'll still like
I
if
mean, I will eventually
like
when I
Lil
get,
Wayne or
yeah,
somebody, they're not recording themselves just because they have a home
right,
studio.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
And I will eventually, but yeah, I ain't there yet in life. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's true. So we kind of planned this last minute. I'm trying to think of some good stuff. What's going on in today's world? Because you know, current events are a good way to get views too. When we
Today's
click it.
world,
What's some stuff you've seen this been catching your interest?
mm, I don't know. I don't know what I really say. I don't really be paying attention. I don't really be paying attention to a lot of stuff.
No, I feel the
So
news
I
is
don't know.
toxic. If you start
Yeah,
paying
and then I
attention to
be
the news,
and
there's
then
so
I
much
be yeah, and then I be
crap.
going to school. My mind just be like I said, I just had a real bad week. I'm not
Mhm.
perfect. I'm a struggling parent still here in Naptown trying to make it. You feel me? I'm not rich. None of that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't be paying attention, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. How much longer do you have in school?
I just started.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on the bachelor's first. Then I want my master's too, but I'm gonna start because school's not really my thing. But I know I
Yeah.
need it for what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to be. So
Yeah. I hated school in high school. I dropped out and stuff,
did
but
you?
then I went back to college once I realized like I started a business and I realized like I don't have enough business skills to make this
Yeah,
like into a big thing.
yeah.
You know, and I realized like, oh, that's probably what the fuck they teach at school, you
What
know, is
college
like
you went to?
Ball State.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Chirp chirp.
yeah,
Yeah, at the before then, like before starting that business, I was like, even still, like I hate reading and stuff. Like I read audiobooks because like looking at a page like
yeah.
fucks me up, you know.
Man, it's
'Cause-
tough. It's I ain't gonna lie, it's tough.
Yeah, but once you find that reason why, that's what I was
That's
getting to
what's
is
making me stick with it this
yeah,
time. I tried school a couple times throughout my life,
yeah.
but this
I
is
failed more than almost probably anybody out there. You know what I mean
yeah,
when it comes
yeah.
to
Finding
school.
my purpose is what's got me like sticking with it because I'm finally like, okay, I know this is what I want to do. There's no other plan for me. Like, if the music, the film, of course I want to do that. But as far as like just a regular professional job, if I needed something to fall back, that's it. It's
When
nothing else.
it still goes hand in hand, because what is it you're studying exactly?
Psychology,
Right.
child behavior.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which literally goes into it. You know, like when
Yeah.
you're speaking to the younger
I've been
generations
one of
through your
them
music,
kids
that's
before.
what.
Like I come from like I'm adopted, all type of stuff. So I
Yeah.
be relating. I be knowing how to talk to them. Get through to them sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
What's a sort of a mistake you see a lot of people make when it comes to like dealing with kids? You know, like the people that don't get through to
Uh,
them.
I would say we as people, as adults in general, we need to allow kids to express themselves more. Like a lot of times we like, what you crying for? That ain't
Mm.
nothing to cry about.
Just
But
want to
like,
stop crying.
yeah,
When you don't
maybe
even know
it,
why they're crying.
yeah, maybe it really is something they crying
Mm.
about. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not
And it can
being
be healthy. You know, it's not
yeah.
like you can't ever cry. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
There's nothing wrong with crying, and a lot of times we tell our kids that, and that makes them feel like, dang, like they can't be vulnerable. I guess in a sense. So,
Mhm.
That's one thing. It's so much I could say. Really dealing with the kids I work with, like
Yeah.
but
But no,
that's a big
that's
one.
important though, because
Yeah,
you never know the butterfly effect. You know, so a parent, somebody with kids could be listening to
yeah,
this, like,
and
oh,
create
maybe
a
I should
relationship for
be
them to be able to.
empathetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, create a relationship for them to be able to talk to you.
Yeah, and
You
kids
can't
today are
you can't say
different.
you can't say you could talk to me about anything, and then as soon as they try to talk to you about something, get out of my face, or
Yeah, or get them in trouble
yeah,
for
or
being
yeah,
honest.
shoot them off. We
Yeah.
gotta stop that. We can be a little toxic. I say we because I'm not perfect. You know what I'm
No.
saying? I'm not the perfect parent. I do my best. I do what I know, what I'm learning. But yeah,
No, that's real. Yeah, and I'm not one like I have no room to speak because I'm not even around that many kids and stuff.
yeah.
But it seems like the kids today are different. Like having grown up on iPads and like
They
literally
very
my
different.
7-year-old niece, she acts like she's 15 or something. I'm
Yeah,
like, what is going on?
They
You know?
they very different.
But
Yeah.
but that probably causes all kinds of different
Yeah.
problems, you know, when like a disconnect a
Like
little
my
bit.
son is very intelligent, and I don't just say that because he's my child. Like I could prove it, facts. Like
Yeah.
he always makes good grades. He's in 6th grade.
And they know how to work
Never
the
had a bad
electronics where
report
they
card.
can
Yeah,
find the
very
answers,
smart.
you
He's
know?
doing coding,
Really?
robotics. He's in robotics.
How'd you get him started on that?
It's a club at the school.
That's tight.
So yeah, he be learning coding and stuff like that. So that's what he's into. That's what he does.
Do you be following like the AI stuff?
Nah, not me. I don't really.
Yeah.
Nah.
Have you seen like for artists though, you know, like how you can get like AI cover art and like obviously the AI music and
I
like
think I have.
all that type of stuff?
I think I have.
Yeah.
You be doing that?
I've tried to like AI. I have an app on my phone that I can do the AI generated stuff, but it never turns out right. It's always like you get it made. It's like 80% there, but then the
Yeah.
other 20%'s like real screwed up.
Mhm.
But in the future, it's gonna be good, you know. But I don't know, you know. It probably
Yeah,
won't
that's
be
cool.
better than a human doing it. But
Right.
who knows really, you know? They said a calculator wouldn't be better at math, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, they definitely lied on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, so that's dope that like you switched your image and all that. What what like what is it that you find toxic? Because obviously, like you still talk about real stuff, and like even in your series, you mention like real things.
Yeah.
But like, what exactly would you say is like the toxic part of today's music?
Um. I can't really say like, cause I listen to it still. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, so that's still my vibe. But I just love music, like the culture and everything about it. So I still listen to it. Um. I would just say like, for me, it's the vulgar language I was using. It's not necessarily what I'm talking about, it's how I'm saying it.
Mm.
Or, you know what I'm saying, the choice of words that I'm using and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I just feel like music today, it just really, I'm not gonna say it's no substance, because I hear songs that have substance. I don't know, I just feel like the the drill took over, like everything. Every
It seems
rapper
like that's
you
what gets pushed to the top a
yeah,
lot is the stuff
every
without as
rapper
much
you
substance.
hear, I'm getting older, so I'm leaning more towards a little bit more of the R&B. I'm back on the R&B vibes, you know what I'm saying? The happy music. I want to hear something positive, something I can ride to work
Some
with,
soul
and
to it,
yeah,
kinda,
some
yeah.
soul, some soulful music. Like I miss the old school R&B and stuff.
Like what? Like
Like
what
Mary J.
era?
Blige,
Yeah.
Ashanti, Total. I can go to a lot of I listen to artists like that.
Yeah.
SWV, Escape.
There is a different level, you
Yeah.
know, and I always wonder as an engineer, because I'm so used to like today's world with rap, but like even the engineering in the studio has
Mhm.
changed so much in the last like 30 years.
Yeah, music sound different. I be saying that.
Yeah.
I say that because
The process is
it's a lot
different,
of
you know.
engineers that's not hip. Like they still kind of make your sound. Yeah, they
They
not
get it
hip
to
with
sound
today's.
clear, but it's not like sauced
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Yeah.
They don't sauce it up. Like, hey,
Yeah.
can you throw a little drop in there, a little, something?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Have you
Yep.
been to studios outside the city?
Yeah, in Atlanta.
What'd you think of that? Did you have a good
I
experience?
went to 2 Chainz Studios, Street Exec.
Street Exec at the
Yeah,
Pink House?
yeah.
That's hard.
Honest opinion, I don't know if it's because I'm a Naptown baby. I love Naptown Studios. I don't know. It was just like, what I don't know. It's different. I'm gonna just say it was
Yeah.
different there.
Sometimes if you don't know the people there too,
Yeah.
they're just getting you in and out.
And they don't know me, they just recording. That's exactly what it was. Just straight record.
But
you
the
know.
vibe there is probably cool, right? 'Cause,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
that's the
dope. It
house
was
on his
tight.
album cover
It's
and
nice.
everything.
It's
Yeah.
tight. But I
There's a pink
understood
car
it.
inside or something, right?
When I went, it wasn't.
No.
Nah,
I've never been there.
it's been a minute. That was in like 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2020, I think. Yeah.
No, that's dope. And really, we are spoiled here because we have like 2 of the Sony mics, basically the same setup like Drake be using. But when you go to Atlanta, they tax for that. You know what I mean? Compared to what we charge, and it's even hard to find.
Yeah.
A studio with the same caliber. Of
A lot of people
equipment.
say Naptown, which we really don't have a lot of resources. I ain't gonna cap.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
It's
too
definitely not a music, but we got places that you can go make great music at, good quality music. You just gotta be willing to pay. First of all, a lot of people don't even want to invest in themselves and want
Yeah.
quality or good sounding music. This is not a game. I don't know if I can express that to people, but like it's really not a game. Like, man, you could put out anything, but if the quality is not, it's just I don't know. It's so much you got to do to make sure that art.
You gotta be professional.
Yeah, to
and
make sure
all
that
the details. That's what my opinion was
Definitely.
talking about too. Paying attention to those details.
Yeah.
And, not just like doing the
Definitely.
shortcut. It's important.
It is.
Because it's so much, and
I'm
especially
taking my
writing it
time.
down. Like you basically have to write it, especially like in your case where you probably have so much different things
Mhm.
swirling in your head from like school, work, life,
Mhm.
just all that. You really need a straight plan of like small steps to do. So like like I just got
Yeah.
to reach this small step and reach this small
Definitely.
step. But it
Definitely.
makes it doable instead of like knowing
Mhm.
you have some huge end goal, and trying to start at the finish line and stuff.
Because people don't know what all you gotta get a beat, write the song, record the song, shoot a video, do more content. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Get cover art. It's a lot to
Publish it
putting
like
this
3 different
together.
places so you're getting
Yeah,
all your royalties.
distribution. Like it's a lot, man.
Negotiating and that's not even reaching like the marketing side yet,
Yeah.
which ends up being like 80% of it sometimes,
hmm I know
for
so
sure.
many naptown artists though that can literally take over the industry. Like I'm so serious. Like naptown really could take over the industry. Like it's
Who's your
different.
favorite? Who
My
who would you put your money on
my favorite naptown artist who
besides yourself, of course?
right now, because it kind of switches up. I go off work ethics and like
Right,
who I see
right
work
now, if you had to bet all your money on somebody to make it from Nap, besides yourself or whatever, who are you going for?
right
I know it's a
now.
tough question. Obviously,
Yeah, that's a hard
there are
question.
no
'Cause
losers in this question. Just to
it's
that's not
so
what I'm asking.
many. My son.
Really?
No.
He did come in the studio. Yeah. No, and
Nah.
he's saying he actually was hitting the notes too. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Even when he was just sitting like on the couch
Yeah.
singing, I could hear he almost has perfect pitch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, he sound good. He used to be in the choir too. I got videos of him in the,
That
in the
makes
choir.
sense.
Yeah.
But it's rare. Because
Yeah.
how old is he? Like 7?
11.
11?
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Yep.
really is a skill. Because so many. I used to.
Be natural.
I did community service one time, and I like finessed it so I could play guitar for the choir at the Boys and Girls Club.
Mhm.
So that was like my community service. But like when I was playing guitar there, most kids don't have that. Like
Right.
most kids, they love to sing, but they're just letting it out. Like they're not like actually hitting notes. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I feel like that's definitely like a unique talent. Like that is more talent because obviously he probably hasn't had like a ton of
Mhm.
lessons or anything like that.
For real.
But that's dope.
I can't say as far as naptown artists to make it. It's so many. I can't just pick one person. Like anybody. If the not anybody, but if the city would get behind, certain artists, and I don't know, I feel like we gonna get there though for sure. That ain't
Yeah.
even a question. We gonna get there.
It's like I was saying too. That's part of the reason. Like I'm calling this "How You What" and trying to do different content,
Mhm.
and shine light on different producers and all
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Just because like there should be like a central place you go, to be able just for a random person to be able to identify who the top rapper is. In the
Right.
league,
Right.
That, they should have places to look that up.
I don't have a top in that. Like I'm a
Yeah, no, I feel you, and
Yeah,
obviously it's a
I'm a
biased question.
Mob
There's not
Fam
just
E
one
fan.
person.
I'm a Debo fan. I like a lot of
I
people.
think some of the females have a good shot too, because
I like a
they
lot of
be
the
in
music.
different clubs and stuff where they have, the potential to get their song played in
Yeah,
Atlanta or Miami or something.
yeah.
Which I feel like that could help.
The females go crazy too. Like J. Hayes, she gets raw. She go crazy.
No, she is. Shout out her.
Uh,
And shout out the song y'all did together too.
oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
We do got a song.
That
I had to
video
take
got
it
a lot of
down. We
views
was
too,
talking
right?
crazy. I'm switching the image, so I had
Yeah.
to hit her
I'll
up
get
like
you a radio edit.
Yeah. All right, we can do a
It'll
radio
be like
edit.
one of those you
But
hear on the radio where
the
it's like all
song's
chopped.
really fire. Like, yeah, she tight. Yeah. It's so many artists though.
That's gotta
My
be hard,
playlist
though.
is fire. I'll put my Naptown playlist up against anybody. I got music
You
way
should
back
make
from
it public so
I
that
got
people
music
can
back from
can
2012, like
like it,
Bango.
you know?
Like I don't know if you know who Bango is, but all the way back. Yeah, I got.
Yeah. You should make it a public playlist. What's it on Spotify or Apple?
It's on Apple Music.
Yeah.
Not his music. I got a SoundCloud one too. I got SoundCloud and Apple Music. I
Yeah.
don't really listen on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you should make your playlist public because even that is a good way.
For
a
people
lot
to-
of people don't
yeah.
realize, but like I've seen it from hitting up the private, the independently curated
Mhm.
playlist.
Yeah.
Though a lot of times it's just a random person
I
with
could
like
make it-
20 IG followers, but their playlist has like 200K.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I could make it public.
No, that'd
It's
be dope.
fire on there. My Naptown play. That's all I listen to. Like for real, I listen to that over anything. I'm not even just saying that either.
Yeah.
I
No,
listen
that's
to that.
dope.
I listen to that over anything.
Just had to make sure we're good on time and everything. Last time we did this, I didn't even realize like I had a session out there for like 30 minutes because we were like way over.
Yeah, yeah, I was into it.
Yeah.
I watched that one. That was dope.
Yeah. No,
It was dope to hear him like finally talk. Like I never seen him
That's
do
why I
it.
wanted to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was tight.
Because the person
Like
I
we've
see
been
and
listening
hear-
to him for all these years. I've been
yeah.
listening to him.
There's so many rumors.
It's hard to say Mob Film E because we from Nap, so we
I know, yeah.
little
I know
E,
what
but you know Mob Film E.
yeah, but
So that
yeah,
was dope.
but like being able to tell your side of the story is important for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I have other ones too, but I realize even like how you said you're kind of anti. I'm the same way too. Like I don't want to be on camera like, "What's up,
Yeah.
guys?
No,
like,
for
comment,
real,
subscribe." You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Everybody
that part
asks
of
me
it.
that. People like, why don't you do it? I just be like, I just can't. I'm just not. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
don't wanna-
realized even in that podcast, and especially the one I just released, I said like literally twice a sentence every sentence. It drove me so crazy.
when you watch it back, I did a Dirty Glove interview. When you watch them back, that's how it be. I was watching myself like, dang, I said that like 10 times. Like,
Yeah. So when did you do the DGB interview?
2021. Yeah,
During COVID.
yeah. It was a little bit after COVID though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2021.
What did you think of that whole experience?
That was tight.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that.
How
That was
many
cool.
how many views did you get? Do you know?
I
about
think
where
we
it's
only got like 7.9K or something. I mean,
at?
nobody know us.
It's gonna be
but
our goal to get more on this.
on this, then that. Yeah.
Because including the clips, because like I said, I feel like that's really the best way to
Yeah.
grow. You know, because obviously a 2-hour video is not going to get recommended
This
because
is tight
everything's
though.
short. You know, but those. If you get people to watch your YouTube short, it's going to recommend whatever's on your channel, whether
Mhm.
that's your music video or like a podcast or whatever.
And I've been asked to come on a couple podcasts, but I don't know me. I don't operate. I gotta have a vibe or want to do it or have a feel for the person I'm doing it with. I can't just like do stuff just because like somebody
yeah.
asks.
Yeah,
me.
I didn't want to do it with a random person
Yeah,
either
yeah.
because then it's like inauthentic, and I don't want it to just be like, oh, like what's your story?
Yeah,
you know? I mean, like I
yeah.
want you to tell your story,
right,
but
right.
I don't want it to be like that structure of like generic questions. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because that's not even fun to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. But no, that's dope.
This
you did
cool
that,
though. I saw this one. I thought this was nice. This was cool.
for sure. But that's so you did that when you went to the studio at Atlanta too.
Nah, I went to Atlanta to live for like 7 months.
Oh really?
Yeah,
How was that?
in 2020. I came back to like April 2021. It was cool. I didn't like the traffic. That
Yeah.
was the main thing I hated.
Yeah,
I
everybody
didn't-
talks
I
about
didn't-
the
I didn't like the
traffic.
traffic, but it was cool. I stayed in the studio a lot. That's why I say I got so many songs. Like I stayed in the studio a lot
What side? Like, where did you live around?
in the projects. Nah, my brother he live in like the hood. I ain't gonna cap, but I think East Point over in that area,
yeah.
like East
I
Point.
don't know my shit.
Oh,
there
but
that
yeah,
much. I
it's
just
some
know.
East Point. I think that's what it's called. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been looking
over towards that area. I don't
Yeah.
think he actually lived in East Point though.
I was thinking about moving to Atlanta kind of before I started this and stuff because. You know, I go there to
Drew,
work
we
a lot.
gotta
No. That's what I realized is like if you
they got so many out there.
Yeah.
We gotta keep you here, Drew.
yeah, and if you can really make it like to be able to like to put Naptown on the map, you know, really it's a big opportunity for any artist
Yeah.
because they could be that first like breakthrough.
Yeah,
you know,
for
and
sure.
really-
And for
make
me,
it
I don't even
happen.
care about that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
care if 50 people went before me. Like I'm
Right.
just trying to get my little fair share.
Right. And it's not even about like the money and
Yeah.
stuff. You know, like I feel like
Yeah,
I've done like good shit here. You know, with
it's so much
people and stuff.
talent. That's why I just don't. It's
Yeah.
the marketing. It gotta be.
yeah, it's the business. Side.
The
That's
business.
what I see the most too, and it's
And nobody think
kno-
we
knowing
really
how to
like that.
play
I don't
Spotify.
understand. Like when I was in Atlanta, people and I was like, I'm from Indiana, Naptown. People like Naptown,
yeah.
Indiana.
They
You
literally
talking about
can't
where-
name one artist.
Yeah,
from
they
here,
can't.
Which is crazy.
They can't.
Eventually, that I mean,
Now,
just
I-
with time, that'll change eventually.
Now
though,
I
but-
will tell you this though. I when I was in Atlanta, it's a dude that's born and raised in Atlanta. He was listening to Lil Noop. You know who Lil Noop is?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was listening to his music.
He knew like
Yeah,
randomly?
like he said he listens to his music. Like
That's
so I
crazy.
thought that was tight. I'm like, oh yeah, he from my city because I
Yeah.
never hear people talk about that they listen to Naptown artists and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there is a big connection
thought that was
between
tight.
Indianapolis and Atlanta too. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of kinda
Similarities
crisscross.
too. It's kind of similar. Like they East Side remind me a lot of our East Side. Yeah.
Yeah. But it seems like a different vibe, because every single person I meet there is an artist, whether they like cut hair or anything, or like drive
And
the
they
Uber
all
or whatever.
dress. They got a sense of fashion,
Yeah.
certain
And
type of
there's a
fashion
certain
too.
entrepreneur. I said it way wrong there, but like it's very entrepreneurial.
Yeah,
Where like it seems
definitely.
like if you
Everybody out there, yeah,
yeah,
they.
everybody's running with their ideas. Where like here you might hear like, oh, I got a good idea for a business, but they leave it at the idea stage.
Yep.
There it seems like they at least try, and make it. They have different ways kind of to make it shake. But I don't know what I'm
Gotta
talking about
have that
really either.
drive, motivation. Like when I did the web series, it was probably unbelievable to people that somebody really did it. That's probably why, you know what I'm
For
saying?
me, as somebody with like an idea not in that stage, like it is dope. Like I feel like I probably understand how hard that actually is more than like
Yeah,
most people, because that's something like I'm trying to do.
yeah, it's definitely
And
cool.
that's yeah, you should definitely keep going and
Yeah, I'm
find
about to work
find
on something.
just find stuff that
I'm about
interests
to
you with the new brand
I'm about
too.
to work on something.
Yeah.
Something dope. I got something dope coming for sure. Yeah.
No, that'd be tight. Do you so you wrote that as a screenplay?
Pressure, yeah. I kind of. It's a lot of improv though.
That's cool.
Like
Like you set the premise.
I said it. I set the scene up. I paint the picture. I set the scene up. Tell them around what they should be saying and
That's how
how
I
it
want to
should
do
be.
it too.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
I
more.
would cast the people I'm
Yeah,
already picturing.
it's tight like that. Cause then it like maybe they might say something better than what I had in mind and say
Yeah.
like I don't know. I like it like that.
It'll at least
And
feel
then
more real. You're not
yeah.
expecting them to act as
Right,
much,
and then the main reason I do it like that, cause I was dealing with a lot of just everyday people, like they got jobs, kids, I'm dealing with a lot of dudes that's in the streets, this and this, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So they not finna sit and really study these lines, you know what I mean? Come
Right.
on, these not real professional actors and stuff. I just need you in this scene real quick.
Yeah.
So I knew they weren't going,
No, that's really super cool though. That's exciting.
My homie Tato though, he studied his lines. He's like the main character in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Have
He
you
just
ever
got
thought about like a book or
He just got
anything?
out. A book, yeah, plenty
Yeah.
of times. I got a few in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I don't know. One thing at a time. It be so much, and then my ideas be so raw. I don't be feeling like they need to be rushed.
Right.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
and
Yeah.
because I think it's just because you're like a creative too. Like you're like you'll notice some people like never are in the creative mindset. And some
Mhm.
people like live in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
It's just always there. Like I'm always
yeah.
thinking of something.
What do you think like really causes that?
I don't know. I kind of always had an imagination. I don't know if that's weird, but even as like a little kid, I had an imagination. That's just
Yeah.
the only explanation I have. Like I always been like that. I can vision things. Like when I hear music, I picture it in a movie scene or something like that. Like I don't know. I just always had imagination and vision.
Yeah. Was the web series the first like show like that you worked on?
Yeah, well I did one before that called "Play the Hand You Dealt" with Craig Allen. You know who Craig Allen is?
Yeah, I
The
think I've
videographer?
actually seen that too. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
old. That's like the very, very first one I did before Pressure. That one was getting a lot of feedback, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn it up a notch. And then I worked with my boy Jaren, and we did Pressure. So
That's
yeah,
tight.
them two. I got another one too called Risk It All, but I don't really talk about that one too much. I wasn't too happy with that one, but yeah, you know how it
What do you mean? Like what?
it just could have been a better project, my opinion, just overall.
Why do you think? Like not
I
that
think
it's
it
a
was
failure, but, like,
rushed.
yeah, rushed.
It was rushed. It was rushed.
Yeah.
Not just not just. I'm not blaming nobody because I rushed it. It was just a rush project.
Yeah. No,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
think
When
it's
you rush,
important. It's important
yeah.
to fail though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
for
important to
sure.
learn
I
from
can
that.
take my L's. I ain't
Yeah.
tripping because I
Even
know
with
how I
these
could bounce back.
podcasts,
Yeah.
I've done like 20 nobody's ever gonna see because either the camera footage got lost, the camera wasn't recording, the mic wasn't on.
Dang.
You know what I mean? They're literally like over
Dang.
10, but all those mistakes lead to being able to do a good one though. You know what I mean? And like as long
Definitely.
as you don't give up, I feel like that's the
Definitely.
biggest
I learned
part.
so much from Pressure, from everything I've done, from the music, recording. I record my music different. Like you gotta perfect the craft. And that's what
Yeah.
I like to work on.
If you need an actor, I'm down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Cool. I'm always need some actors and stuff.
No, that'd be cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's something a lot of people like. I feel like they want to do, but
Mhm.
it just is hard to execute on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. But you can do it. If you out there and you want to do it, just do it. Round you up some people that you know just to start with. If that's how you want to start off, go get your friends, family, tell them you need them to play this part. You know what I'm saying? Just do it like that. That's how I started.
What's your way? like obviously that's for somebody wanting to do like a show or something like that.
Mhm.
But what's your advice just for somebody to execute sort of anything? Whether it's like the music or like anything they're trying to do right now, but they're having trouble like
Yeah.
really executing. What would be your advice for them to like a process? Kind of how you go
Um,
about doing things.
when something come in my head, me personally, I like to attack it. Like that's just me. Like I just like to just do
Just
it.
get to
Just
it.
go for it. Like if I
Don't overthink
most of the
it.
time if
Kinda.
I say I'm gonna do it, I really do it. Like if I say, all right, I'm working on this, I'm gonna do this, and set goals. That's important too. Like pace yourself. Like I'd be like, okay, like I just said, I'm gonna do this single, even though I got like 6 songs ready for an EP. I'm just gonna put this single out and put a lot into this single first. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
just set goals for yourself, try different things.
Playing it out.
Yeah, plan it out, take your time, and do your thing.
No, for
Stay
sure.
prayed up. I always tell people to stay prayed up. That's the most important thing.
Do you pray a lot?
Yeah, not as much as I should, or not as much. I need to. I be falling off. I ain't gonna lie. I be kind of slacking a little bit, but then I realize to myself, like, yeah, you need to
Yeah.
pray. Like, you need to tap in, cause I can get sidetracked when I got a lot of things going on and stuff like that.
Did you ever learn from like different religions too? Like kind of like being able like to study different
Yeah,
ones
cause
and
I
kind of
went
see
to
the common
Catholic. I
denominators?
learned Catholic religion. I went to
Yeah.
a Catholic school, so that was different cause I'm not Catholic. So that
Oh
was a little
yeah.
different.
I
But
I actually went to a Catholic for like a couple of years in elementary, and like
yeah,
I had to like sit on the side when they were doing communion.
yeah,
Or,
me too.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
they make you feel
but
like
well,
an
they made
outcast,
us
kind of,
do
right?
like this or something.
Yeah.
When they did communion, we didn't
You
get to
can't
get.
do the confessions.
I
You
used
just
to be
gotta
kind
sit
of
there with
mad
all
though.
your.
Like, dang, I want to try one of them
I know.
bread and juice.
Yeah.
Nah,
But
yeah.
they do be drinking out of the same cup. I don't know if that's true with yours.
I think
Everybody
they
drank out
do
the
after
same
the
cup.
father, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he wipe it off or something.
Even
I
as a kid,
saw
I was
that.
like, "That's germs,
Dang,
though.
I
That's a lot
remember
of
that.
germs, though."
You just, you just made me remember
Which
that.
no, I'm not hating on the
Nah, for real,
stuff.
for sure.
But
Yeah.
it's after COVID. I bet that stopped. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But,
Catholic, that's the only other religion though that I really got to know. I have
Yeah.
friends that are Muslim.
yeah, me too. And that's kind of why I
Yeah.
was asking, because when they get real devout that way, it's almost the same. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There are so many common
It'd be a lot
denominators
of
of like
similarities. Yeah.
peace, love, being a good person. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Making sure you're
Righteous
following
living.
these rules. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's cool to kind of be open minded in
Yeah,
that
it's
way,
dope.
to like
It's dope.
be able to recognize the good in everything.
That's
you
why I
know?
was saying shout out to my homie Tato. He just got out. He was like a big star in the web series. He's Muslim. So but he
Yeah.
like actually practices it and shows
Yeah.
it. Like I don't know if he gonna start doing like content for it or whatever, but he's serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
like it's
you got some
yeah.
people that play. You can clearly see he ain't one of them that play with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I respect that.
yeah, for sure.
Stand on something, you know what I'm saying? Believe in
Yeah.
what you believe in.
No, I
stay
believe in that
stay
too.
true
Yeah.
to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
stay true to what you believe in.
Yeah, as long as it's not like some crazy shit. You
Yeah,
gotta
for
stand
sure.
something,
Yeah.
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 But no, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us and stuff.
For
What's some
sure.
upcoming stuff you got out there? If they listen this far, they're gonna click on your thing and
Nah,
check it
for
out.
sure. Just dropping single. The single, by the time this come out, the single will be out.
The
So,
single with your son
yeah,
singing too, right?
yep, it's called Locked In. Engineered by Drew, produced by Playboy the Great. Yep. So Locked In, that's dropping the single, and then I think I just want to see what that does for a while. But I got other songs lined up, so I'm gonna try to do it the smart way. If they take to that single and they love that, I got more to feed. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And
So-
it's like you said, you can't even judge what somebody in Indiana thinks, because
Yeah,
really
definitely. Nah.
you're gonna be able to relate to so
Nah,
many more people around
I
the
ain't even
world.
trying to. I love Naptown. I'm a Naptown baby, but that's not like my target. Like my target is not to be a Naptown celebrity. Like that's never been like my goal to be like that. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying, I'm targeting my fan base. I don't know wherever they at, wherever y'all at. That's who I want to feed. That's who.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are there any final things you want to say?
Y'all need to get hip to the Naptown world, the Naptown culture, cause we really that like on everything. Like we that for
What
real.
do you
I
think
can't.
about how you would? Like, where do you think that even
Man, that's
like comes
natural.
from
How
and
you
stuff?
what? It's just I don't know. It's just I don't know where I can't even remember when I started saying it. That's how long I've been saying
Yeah.
it. Like how you what? It's just natural. Like you gotta know what that. I don't know.
I be saying it when I do interviews like in Atlanta and stuff. I'll
Yeah.
ask them too, and
How you
like
what?
they
They
look at me
probably be
crazy.
yeah. When I say it to people that's not from here,
How
they
do I do what?
how you what? They be like, huh? I'm like, how
Yeah.
you what? What's up? Like,
Yeah.
what you got going?
No, even that, I feel like that's part of building a brand for a city is having your own lingo. You know, people are
Yes,
attracted
man.
to like the New York accent or like
Yeah,
the New York
and that's what I
slang or
be
Cali
saying. We
slang.
got so much to offer, like just the naptown culture we from the Midwest, so just the things we do. Like I know we can if we got out here more cameras in this city, like show them how we really what like.
If everybody had their business
Yeah,
together, if all the
yeah.
independent artists had their business right,
And we
where
would
they're
blow. You know how
growing,
many people blow in Atlanta? Look at Memphis, like all them artists
yeah.
and stuff. Like man, we
Once you
stop
get
playing,
that kind of
man.
big
Y'all
breakthrough,
playing.
you know, it opens the door in a way.
Yeah, we
And then
playing.
people see the business model. They see how hard you have to work, how professional you have to be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To really make the motion.
Definitely. But I feel like the door is gonna open for us real soon.
I know if you're
I can
if
feel
you're
it.
working full time, a
Look at
parent
the
and at
artists.
school and stuff, that just shows that you have the work ethic to
Ah,
actually be
yeah.
able to put in the work to make it happen. Because
Definitely.
that's the biggest misconception I see is people think it's easy just because they make it look easy.
Definitely.
You know?
Like if my single was to blow up right now, I probably would quit my job. I wouldn't quit school because I want that degree. But I probably would quit my job, to tour, to go do the shows,
Yeah, especially if the money's right.
Yeah,
You know, if you
definitely.
make
Yeah,
more
yeah.
money,
And
you
then I
gotta
can
do
just
what you
do that
gotta
and go
do.
to school. Yeah, that's the move right there. Come on. So
That's
y'all
business.
gotta tap into the single locked in. I hope we gotta go viral with
You
this.
could even make content about that. You know, like a lot of those
Mm-hmm.
viral TikToks are of people talking about quitting their job or like if this song gets
Yeah.
1,000 pre-saves, I'll quit my job or something like that. You
For
should probably
sure.
boost the number a little bit, but
Gotta
yeah.
quit being lazy and procrastinating. Sometimes we could get lazy and procrastinate.
Because it's hard when you're not seeing
Yeah.
the return from it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the most discouraging thing. Once you put in over a year's work and you're not where you want to be,
Man.
that can be real discouraging. But that's why you need the reason of why you do it. You know, you
Right.
have to know that you're not doing it for the 1,000,000 followers or $1 million or whatever. It's something more real than that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
No,
Definitely.
that's dope. All right, so yeah, check out what's your Instagram? I'm gonna link it in there.
My Instagram, Truski. At Truski. Just like that. SHETRUSKI.
That's
Yep.
dope. You heard it here. Yep, I appreciate
Out
you
the
coming
gate.
by.
For sure.
Yep,
Appreciate you.
hell yeah. We're gonna, and like I said, I'm gonna clip it up because
Okay,
that
bet.
does the